buddy up.
And then tear me down.
Then tear you down. And let's go
think it
all
is.
the way up to... It is!
Maybe it is.
I remember the first time we were in Manchester and I was like... Okay.
From the top.
From the top. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today we're here with Sethi.
Hello.
Husband of the year.
Thank you.
And the next...
At least in this family.
Everywhere, babes.
Oh, thanks.
You were top tier. I was telling people about your cooking the other day.
Yeah, you were.
I was.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, I'm living my best life, mate.
And now she's going to criticise my people.
Absolutely. Just buddy up.
And then tear me down.
Then tear you down.
I'm going to be very defensive about everything you're going to say.
Be defensive, babes, because...
I can try. Well, no, I won't, but I'll just try.
So we've been in the UK, how long have we been in the UK now? Honestly, it's been on and off. Do you think it would add up to a year in total? No.
Oh, maybe.
I think so. So
In
last year we were
broken
here
parts.
for 6 months, yeah. Last year we were here for 6 months, and the time before that was from February until March.
Yeah, I don't even know.
That's 2 months, so that's 8. So I think we've been in the UK for 9 months in total over the past 5 years.
I mean, to clarify, we actually haven't lived here yet like normal, people would.
I have a list. I have a note.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
This is the weird things that I found in the UK over the past 9 months out of 5 years of being together.
Go on then.
Righto, let's get it started. Right, first things first, because it's so standard, your weather. What's going on?
Wow.
What goes on? I remember the first time we were in Manchester and I was like, because it was sunny, an hour later it was raining, an hour later it was just cloudy, an hour later clear skies. Clear, blue, beautiful. Like you'd be like, wow, this is a beautiful day. I'm like, it hasn't been like this all day. Because in South Africa you wake up and you're like, oh, it's a beautiful day. It remains a beautiful day.
I mean, even right now, there are blue skies above us. There are dark clouds over there. Flurries of wind now and then.
I mean, it's rained about 3 times today.
Yeah, I don't think I can give an answer to that. I agree, that is a very weird... England has very weird weather.
It's so... And it's all year round too.
Apparently there's a scientific reason why. I just don't... I know...
Yeah, there will be.
Yeah, well, obviously. But I think we call it... Is it the Gulf Stream? No, I don't even know what it is.
Come on, Seth, I want the scientific answer from you. You know what else is weird though? You guys... Like, I understand it now, but you guys don't flinch.
Oh, yeah.
At the weather. Half the time I'm like, get up, get dressed. Oh, nice day, cool. Like, we're chilling. 2 minutes. It's raining. And I'm there like, yo, get it. And I look around and no one is flinching.
Yeah.
There's no acknowledgement of the fact that it's beginning to rain. There's no like, oh, maybe we should see if there's even cover close by. Nothing.
Yeah, no, nothing at all. I think if you were to live like that, you'd just live in constant panic. You'd be flinching the whole day.
It makes sense.
I did laugh yesterday though. Like I realised I've been out of the country for way too long.
Yeah.
Because when it started raining yesterday, I was like looking at some other British people that were just literally they didn't flinch one bit. He was chucking it down, and the guy had like a grey hoodie on, and like it literally like drenched, complete different colour. No, not bothered one bit. Just like they didn't even like they weren't even like, oh, it's raining. They're just
they
like
didn't even
talking to each other. They were laughing, talking,
carrying on.
Not even like covering their heads. No umbrellas. Just
people genuinely are like walking. They're
without
shopping.
without umbrellas as well.
Yes.
It's like we've got
You'd
umbrellas.
think in a rainy country you'd walk around with an umbrella just in case it rains.
Yeah.
Not even that. It's mental because it's in Pretoria at least. Like people forget how to drive.
Yeah.
When it rains, like traffic increases. You just know, like, okay, great.
Yeah.
It's raining. It's just inconvenience throughout. Oh, you know what I realized is actually really weird about you guys? You guys are really stiff about parking.
Stiff about parking.
Like the country, its system. Like, I'm like, you can't even go to Asda or Sainsbury's without it saying like there's a maximum of 1 hour parking in this parking lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
People got to make money, haven't they?
But at the grocery store.
Yeah, well, no, the grocery store doesn't own the car park.
It doesn't.
No, more often than not, another company has bought it. They still have all the branding and everything else, but then like they make money off people over parking. People out here making money, mate.
Hectic. I didn't know. I was just thinking, why is the grocery store being a bum about me park? Like, you know, we've got retail parks and like you could park there the entire day if you wanted, honestly. So
But at malls in South Africa, you pay
Yes.
for parking. That's where you normally go to get your groceries.
I remember when we were doing long distance, I was so adamant that like our parking rates are pretty much the same. It's just that it's relative in terms of like pounds and rands. It's like, it's going to be £5
That's what
for
everyone
you.
says that to me all the time. I'm just like,
It's not true.
Wait until you realise that you're wrong.
I was wrong.
You're wrong.
Parking is expensive. If you are in any sort of like mistake, they will find you and they will send you your letter and give you a fine.
And if you don't pay it by a certain date, it will double in price.
Yes, it's serious.
Yeah. No messing about. I remember when Dimple first came over, she stayed with a friend of mine, and there's like a car park right next door, and she's just been fully South African about it. I've literally gone there to pick her up, and I'm like, I don't want to pay £2 for sitting there for 5 minutes.
Just to pick me up.
Just to pick Dimps up.
I really was
like,
I can't even deny it.
I'm just there waiting. I'm like, yeah, baby, you need to hurry up now, please. And she's like,
I'm
I'm coming. I'll be there in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, which means 15 minutes. And I'm literally there, like, I basically ended up, I literally drive out of the car park, around the block, come back. Out of the car park, around the block, come back. Because if I just sit there, someone will literally, whilst I'm in the car, will walk over to me and go, £80 fine, 1,600 rand. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Yeah, I didn't realise it. Now I know.
Yeah, like if you park and the ticket says your parking runs out at 2:59, your bum better be in that car with the engine on, leaving at 2:58, because they'll be there at your car. Waiting. 39,
38, 37, 36 seconds. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
But I guess it's good. Like, it's systems and they work, and
yeah,
I know it contributes to society. So. You guys have tiny produce.
Tiny produce?
Yeah, like your avocados are this big. And your nachos, nachos can be small. Things are just really small.
Not always.
Not always.
Yeah, but I get you.
But some things are just really tiny and cute.
Yeah, I think like when I think of the size of avocados on your mum and dad's tree, they're massive. They didn't have them. Well, some of them our friend bought earlier today.
Yeah, they've got a good size.
They're good size ones. Dimple's wrong.
Whatever. Another thing I've noticed is more often than not, your housing has a utility room.
Yes, that's true. I guess that's like our version of having a space for a helper.
Yes, servants' quarters.
Yeah, like that's our version. Because we don't. For those South Africans out there that believe that England is a society where everyone's rich and posh and got servants that run around after them, we don't. Growing up, my mum didn't have anyone to help with the housework. My mum went to work, worked her ass off all day, came home, made dinner straight away, did laundry straight away, helped with homework, lunch ready for the next day, helped my dad out with different things. Like literally, it's just like there's no one to help.
So that was actually a culture shock for you.
Oh, massively.
It's more often than not, at least in Pretoria East, like people have a domestic worker
and also
staying in.
But that's the thing. But at working class / middle class level, people still have them.
Not a posh
Whereas
thing.
like here, like you would have to be like mega booked. The rich people that I know, they don't have a helper. They don't have a nanny for the kids. They do all the stuff in the house. Yeah. Anyway. Our utility room is like where all like the mop, the washing machine, all the different stuff is. It actually kind of keeps everything else neat because it's just that's where that stuff goes. Everyone understands a utility room doesn't need to be pretty. It's just a utility room. It'll just be there.
It's almost like a pantry, but for your domestic stuff.
Yeah, cool. That's
I'm all about a utility room. Everything is really far.
Everything's really far.
Yeah, like we'll drive to West Bridgeford and it will take like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's literally 10 kilometers away.
Okay, so I think what you mean, it's not far in terms of distance.
In terms of experience.
It's agreed. Everything is far in that sense, yeah. Whereas in South Africa, it's like 10 kilometers, you do rapid, because all your roads, like it's like America, because it's such a more modern country. Everyone's built recently, so you've just got these big, fat, straight roads.
Main roads.
And they're literally just like roads off those big, fat main roads where you just like, so 10 kilometers just goes by really quick. England, very old country, everything was built so long ago, so roads are tiny and they literally like this, and there's hills everywhere. England's really hilly. You want to go to West Bridgeford, so like Arnold, where I live, is here. West Bridgeford's there.
Literally
but
next
to
door.
get there, you're like...
You know what I think is a good
to get there.
explanation? It's the equivalent of taking a back route. Like their roads are just like that. If you're thinking, right, let's say Pretoria, you're going to go down Garsfontein and you'll be sorted.
That's a good way to explain it.
Okay, Garsfontein is going to be busy at rush hour, sharp. Let me take a back route. It'll take you a little bit longer, but like you're going to be moving. But the UK is all back routes.
All back routes. Apart from the motorway. The motorway is the only time it feels like you're in South Africa.
Yeah.
Like in terms of roads. And there's loads of traffic lights, loads of zebra crossings, which you have to stop at for people.
Yeah, we don't.
South Africans, you're meant to stop, but you don't. But anyway.
We don't. Next one. Everything is really close.
You're right.
Like the country's so small, but everyone's like, oh my gosh, like I have to drive from Wales to Nottingham and it's like a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, so like my dad would be like, oh no, it's a long way to go to see our family in Sheffield.
Oh my word.
It's too far. And I'm like, as a kid growing up, I'm like, oh yeah, it is really far to go and see our cousins. But then actually, it's only an hour and 15 minutes.
Legit.
It's like in
It's
South
so
Africa, that's
close.
next door.
And even like we're so used to long drives at this point.
Yeah, going to KZN.
Going to KZ,
Yeah.
that normally takes us a solid 8 hours.
Yep.
2 of those hours are on gravel road.
Yep.
So now I'm like, bring it. What? Let's
Yep.
drive from the bottom of London. What's down there? Bristol.
I don't know.
Wolverhampton, I know is down there. And
don't
let's
think
go
it is.
all the way up to... It is.
Maybe it is.
And let's drive all the way up and we can do it in one day, I'm sure. There you go.
Right.
It's an island at the top.
Scotland at the top.
Scotland. Righto, some little random bits like accent words.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I could come up with an entire list for this. So if that's something you want to see, let me know. One I recently discovered. Can you guess what it is?
No.
Prayer.
Prayer.
We were at live group the other week and we've been doing Sabbath. So they're like, hey, next week we're moving on to prayer. I said, prayer? That's so cute. I literally stopped the whole live group like, wait a minute. You guys pronounced it prayer? That's so cute. Like, what do you say? Prayer?
Prayer.
Oh, prayer. And everyone was like thinking that, oh, yeah, prayer, yeah. And then, like,
Everyone's just like, oh yeah. Well,
yeah. Both were saying like a prayer, a person who prays, a person
prayer,
who
yeah,
prays.
something- yeah.
Yes, prayer. We are doing prayer.
That's so
Prayer.
good. Prayer.
It's so fancy. I'm like, that's so posh. You ready?
Yeah, go on.
Lunch.
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 I had this a lot when I first got to South Africa, by the way. I got bullied.
Good, because you're weird.
I remember when I first said to someone, we're going to go out and watch the Rugby World Cup. And everyone was like, oh, what? There's that Zulu guy who like... Literally, there was, honestly, one of my Zulu friends only told me, he was so polite to me, but years later, he was like, honestly, when you first came back, I couldn't understand a word you were saying.
Nothing you said.
But they used to take the mick out of me when I said Rugby World Cup, because they said
Rugby.
Rugby World Cup. Whereas they're like, Rugby World Cap. And I'm like, you sound weird. Stop using an A for a U.
No.
That's the way I hear South Africans.
You're using a U as an O.
No, we're not.
You're cop. That's C-O-P, mate. A cop. Lunch.
It's a cop.
And the pub. That's my favourite one. We're going down to the pub.
Going to pub. They didn't say to the pub, we say to.
To pub.
To pub.
Oh my goodness. I just have those 2 for today. And then something that I've actually picked up. Like,
Yeah, this is the best.
fix it.
I love it.
Wait, do you know what it is?
I think so.
It's a sentence. It's a random sentence.
Oh, the sentence. Oh, no, I know the sentence then.
Okay, what are you going to say?
The thing I was going to say is that in Nottingham, we cancel our T's. So rather than saying got,
Yeah.
we'll say got.
And Hannah's dropping her T's.
So that rather than that.
Yo,
And
am
this
I not
one.
saying that? If you guys watch my videos closely, you know.
I love it.
It's such a mess.
so good.
And now, because I specifically click on the things that you guys say different than I do, I actually make fun of you.
Yeah.
But in making fun of you, it's overriding my factory settings. And I'm saying weird things. Like
You are.
poop. Anyway, my sentence that's weird. You guys will say, I remember the first time Ellie Pillar said this, and I was like, why did you construct your sentence like that? That's really odd. It was, that door needs closing. Like, you say that often, like, you say it in that order. A thing needs thinging.
The kettle needs putting on.
You see, like, who speaks like that? The kettle needs putting on. The wash needs doing.
What's wrong with that?
I need to do the washing. The laundry needs... What?
What? Are you telling me there's something wrong with that?
So weird. I do it now as well, and I can't see the fault in it if I don't think about it for long enough.
Yeah.
I say, oh, the door needs closing. I remember I said it the first time. Why did I say that? Why have I just constructed my sentence like that? No, close the door.
Oh, like you. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, we need to close the door. Also, why have they left that door open? Was it that? Like, why have they done that? Like, you say it very often. Like, why has he done that?
Why has he done that? With no T at the end of the that.
Yeah, I think I would say, like, why did he do that? You know what I'm saying?
Ice cream van.
I was gonna say, some ice cream.
That'll cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
That isn't transferable to South African prices either.
It was yesterday when we were at the Pocket Down in Charlotte.
Yeah, get this. A 99p flake, which is soft serve with a flake. It's called a 99p flake. It's in the name. This is £3.50.
That's so sad.
Yeah, because then you can't have ice cream.
£3.
£3.50.
Yeah.
75 rand.
And it's not even the whole flake either.
Yeah.
They chop it down these days to like this big.
Like, you can still go to KFC in South Africa and get like a little thingy with a soft serve.
But
and
it's like £5 these days.
Exactly. It's like £5 rand. See what? It's not transferable
Oh my gosh. Anyway, well, that's all I have for you today.
Oh, great. I don't feel overly insulted.
I'm glad.
Not that I would anyway.
You still love me.
I do.
Great.
Greatly.
Let me know if you guys want a Seth version of these South African things that he finds weird.
Yo, that's going to be...
I think you can do it off the top of your head.
I can start right now.
Right now.
Give me a pen and paper.
Not a problem. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. That helps my channel. If you didn't know it already, I'm trying to do this full time because I love it so much. So if you do enjoy my content, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know. Press the button, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to know when I post, because that's always a good time.
Share it to your friends. Share it to your goggle, as I always say.
Come on.
So
Coco wants to see.
they'll flick through Netflix, YouTube, everything.
Seth and Dimps.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
See ya.